Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name's Hillary, and we're doing positive energy journal stuff. I this month. Okay, first, if you watched last month, you'll know that March was just a really heavy month for me, and I don't know why. I'm going to show you something. And this is one of the things I really like about this journal is it kind of proves stuff to me, and it helps me realize stuff. Okay, so this was February, lots of color, lots of stuff just written. And then March, not so much. It's kind of, gold and purple, darker colors. There's some blue. Use stickers to fill in space. Totally fine. I didn't do the prompt for that month. I'm still planning on doing it, maybe. I don't know. For some reason, I am having a really hard time with that prompt, and I don't know why. And then we go into April, and you'll see we're back to colors, and I used a lot of stickers, but it was kind of intentional in my sticker usage. And it just, you can see where March just, it looked heavy, and April looked lighter and happier. So I love this journal. I have a hard time with the like writing down like my thoughts and organizing and all that. So like a regular journal is hard for me. But this, with the prompts and the like one line stuff and the focus on just doing whatever, is great. And I've seen a bunch of you talking about it and talked about how you're using it, and I love that you're taking my prompts and making it your own, using some of the prompts, ignoring some of the prompts, and just doing what you want. Now after this month, I realized kind of this summer I'm going to do kind of a reevaluation of what's working, what's not, what I'm loving, and what seems like a chore. So if you have any opinions on that, please let me know too. I want to take your advice on it. This is totally new this year, and so I'm still working through what I really like. Now, when we get to the prompts for this month, I'm going to have more opinions. I did not pull out anything besides my journal. Usually I like to, for the message, I pull out the card I used and the crystals. I usually pull those out. I didn't do that, and I don't know why, but that's okay. So let's zoom in and we'll go over April, and then we'll talk about maintenance prompts. So come. All right, can you read that better? All right, so for my message for April, I used the Witch Whispers deck, and I pulled the Visions card, and then I pulled out the book and the description. It was such a good reminder, and that's something about the message. This isn't like like a prediction for how the month is going to go. It's just a message that I need. It's not so much like advice or anything like that. It's just a message to take through the month. So the Visions card, and I should have pulled it out because it's a really pretty card, the description for the Visions card is go into the silence of nature, meaning I needed to be outside more. With the fire of passion and the earth as a foundation, I call upon the power of visions. With the water of purity and the air of clarity, I manifest my visions in this world. This was such a great reminder of go out, and it's talking about all four elements in there, and really focus on elemental. Even where'd my card go? Oh, there it is. This is the bookmark I use now with the the elements, so it's a really good reminder. And you're probably going to hear some really loud squawking here. I've got the door open and the birds are fighting over the bird feeder. And usually when they start fighting like that, they start squawking really loud. So anyway, in my pocket I had my lotus stone, which I need to finish that video from the Witching Stone books. I did the Lucky Lotus Stone ritual. I still need to finish that one, and hopefully I'll have that in May. Maybe June. I also had my amethyst. Always have my amethyst and my black tourmaline. Milky Quartz, which I'm going to record that video next, so you'll see it next week. That was April's monthly crystal. And then I pulled out my Angelite and Jade bracelets. And actually, I need to write in there, I also pulled out my Dragon Blood bracelet. And of course, I've got a bunch of gnome stickers. Gotta have the gnomes. Now, you'll see my gratitude list is pretty small. And you'll see my third thing is Advil, cold, and sinus. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. But if you're just have a horrible cold and sinus, that stuff's amazing. And then the rest is my garden space, solar lights. There's some test results we got in April that we're very grateful that we had those. Go outside. This time I love spring. I think fall is my favorite season. But I think, I don't know. Right now spring feels like my favorite. You know, after being through early hot summer, especially living in Oklahoma, fall just feels great. Well, because spring comes so early in Oklahoma compared to like when we were in Colorado, right now it feels like my favorite because flowers are coming up, everything's turning green, and it feels good. So what I saw were lots of puddles from the rain. We've gotten a lot of rain. Leaves are coming back on the trees. The squirrels are playing. The turtles are crossing the roads. Everything's green. The red-winged blackbirds that have taken over my bird feeders. And the hummingbirds, we had one for this past week, and then yesterday I saw that we now have two, which is, I love the hummingbirds. They make me so happy. What I felt was humid, warm, calm, the wind, and just happy being outside in the spring. What I hear is the wind, roof frog. Oh my gosh, we have a frog living on our roof. I have a video of it letting me know it's there. I'll try to put it in here. You hear that? He likes to make that noise above our bedroom at like 3 o'clock in the morning. He's been pretty quiet. He does his little meeting call once in a while, but mostly he's pretty quiet here lately. Unless we've got like a bad thunderstorm or windstorm, then he lets us know that he's not happy. So many birds, and this year I'm working on my relationship with birds. And so I've got bird feeders, and so we've got mostly the red-winged blackbirds, but we've got a few others too. And my wind chimes. And they're just these cheap little things that I bought last year. And I put out 2 last year, and I got all 4 of them out, and that makes me happy. So what I smell is green. And that's kind of that spring, everything coming out smell. To me, it smells green. And then the rest is allergies. Everything that does, well, it can also smell like green and allergies. As I'm talking now, my eyes are watering. My voice sounds kind of weird because I've been coughing so much. But allergies. And everybody I talk to is talking about how bad they are this year. I totally remember, I totally understand that, and agree with it. Some of the stickers, now it looks like I did a space filler, but it was kind of stuff that, mental health matters. That kind of reminded me to focus on when I'm feeling down. With the big remember sticker. I think March was just really heavy, and I'm having trouble with like a lot of the stuff that I do to get out of a mental slump. I really can't do right now, and so I have to remember to pay more attention to it. Still not feeling great. So the season I put, we're doing spring. The theme for this month was high five, because April 16th is National oh, you can't see that. April 16th is National High Five Day. And I planned on doing something like a little short on that day. It was going to be silly, but I was sick, and I think it was a mixture of allergies and a cold, and that's where the Advil cold and sinus came in. I just wasn't feeling it. But you'll see later, the theme was doing great. So my memories for April, there was a lot of doctor's appointments. My husband found me more crystals on Facebook. That video, the day I'm posting this, or the day I'm recording this, is the day that video posted. So this should be the next video. That was a bonus video on today's a Friday. So look at last Friday's video to see that. Memories is Frog. He's been very. If you watch the video, or if I was able to put his video in there, you'll see. We spent Easter at Synergy, which is like a arcade type place. We did axes and bowling. I highly don't recommend doing those both in the same day. We were exhausted by then. There's a show being filmed nearby. It's called Lowdown, and we just learned about it. It's with Ethan Hawke, and we are now watching season 1, and it's really fun because they recorded around here. Season 1, there's an antique store we've seen. There's a store with a bunch of cement figures that my husband has driven by it, and we want to go to it, and we keep talking about it. And then it was in that video, they're talking about Keystone Lake, which is not too far from us. And this time there's a little tiny bar near us that they were filming at, and they were actually using the barn near us for parking, and they're catering. So that was really fun to be in on that and watch the show and pick out things we recognize. And there's a bridge that'll be in season 2 that they closed down one day for filming, so that'll be fun because we drive across that bridge every day, well, almost every day, and so that's fun. And then we did some Route 66 exploring. I didn't do much magic, and that was mostly because I'm not feeling good. I think when I just not feeling good, I'm not feeling doing any magic or anything like that, but I also just, when you're not in the right headspace, I don't think you should do anything. Like offerings and stuff like that, that's fine, but when you really need to focus on something, I don't think that's a good thing to do. So I did some full moon stuff on the 1st. Oh, tonight's the full moon too, so I gotta remember to get stuff out for that. I'm out of moon water. The Lotus Stone, gotta do that video, finish that video. I did a healing candle, and I think it worked pretty good. I did a St. Peregrine offering, and then I found a new offering cup for Poseidon. When was that? October, because it was around my birthday. I found a little teacup for Hestia that is perfect for her, and this little offering cup. I think it's supposed to be like a shot glass, but it's a little tiny. What do they call it? Is it a brandy sniffer glass? It's a little tiny like shot glass size for him, and it's perfect, especially for the altar space that I have for them. Okay, now we're talking about the high fives. This was so much fun, and it was when I do that reevaluation this summer, I think I'm going to add high fives as an all the time thing, because this was amazing. This helped so much, and I think it helped more. Like, so gratitude. How do I explain this? Gratitude, I think that section is important, but this is like, I don't know, different and more exciting, and it helps you notice the little things more, I think. So what was it? Oh, I was trying to. So, gratitude seems like the bigger things, and then high fives to me are like the little things that you may not normally notice, and I think this made a huge difference this month. When I change it, I don't so the way we did it is we had a high five for others and the high fives for myself. And I think when I do the reevaluation later this summer, I think I'm just going to have a high five section. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Have you watched Mystic Man's channel, and she talks about glimmers? The high fives kind of remind me of her glimmers. And that's kind of how it feels. It feels glimmery. So let's start with high five for others. Now this could be a long distance high five. For other people, just wherever, whatever. Now I have to say, I was expecting this section to be bigger because I was going to focus more on, I'm so far behind on videos, and I wanted to send high fives out to other creators and some pretty amazing videos, and well, I am so far behind. I think right now I am watching everybody's like get ready for April and March wrap up videos, so I'm behind. I should put, I think in my high fives, if I remember right, I think, yeah, getting caught up on watching videos. Yeah. So we got Levi at the cell phone store. We're gonna go visit him again soon. We had a fun waiter at a restaurant. Courtney's interview with Raven Digitalis. If you haven't watched that, you have to go watch it. I love watching videos like that, and she did so good. I'll put a link to her video. If you haven't watched that, you have to go watch her video. My husband making the deal for my new crystals. And that was also under memories. And then my husband helping with my little garden, which I will put some pictures here of that. Another high five is Lori from Craggy Brook Witchery. She started a new art channel and a new gardening channel, which are really fun. So I will put links to all three of her channels in the description too. And then my high fives. I finished my gnome makeover, so all the gnomes in my little garden that were kind of faded and just needed some touch-ups from last summer. I repainted them, sealed them, and they look amazing. And then I've got a few new ones that I may have to touch up next year, but right now they look good. My seeds I planted last year are doing good, so I'm sure you've heard me. Oh, and this is plants doing good. I last year I tried focusing on tomatoes and strawberries. Tomatoes are jerks, and we're not gonna talk about them this year. And so this year I've decided to focus on peppers, and specifically peppers to make green chili. If you are from Colorado or know anything about Colorado green chili, you know that we take our green chili very seriously. And now living in Oklahoma, all I can get are hatch green chilies, and that's just not the same. So I planted some Pueblo green chilies. I had to special order the seeds, and it's a company based out of Castle Rock, Colorado, which is pretty good because that's not too far from Pueblo, where the Pueblo chilies are based out of. And I got Anaheim's, also ordered from that company. And then I planted some red bell peppers from a really good bell pepper that I had last year that I bought at a farm stand. And I'm hoping to get that same quality. If not, I'm sure that same farm stand will have good ones again. But I figured I was doing peppers. I'll try red bell peppers. My bird feeder is a hit. And they're a little crazy out there. I think the fight is calmed down, so there's not going to be squawking. I don't see anybody out there right now. I did another Whispers in the Weird episode. Actually, one is posted, and I think when this video, I can't remember when I scheduled it. I think from when this video gets posted, there should have been one the day before, I think. So there should be 2 there now, and I'm working on a 3rd one. I finished a bunch of videos, so I recorded a ton of videos, and there's still some that need edited. I think I'm working in current videos too, but I think I still have like 1 or 2 more videos with my St. Patrick's Day nails that I still need to edit. And then when I do the Lotus Stone, you're going to see my nails change quite a bit in that one because it's a progression type one. And I finished my garden. Getting caught up on watching videos. I only need 3 more subscribers as of, I think I still only need 3 more subscribers to get to 200, which is really exciting. Laundry. So I have to use a laundromat. So sometimes going to a laundromat, I need a high five for doing that. Oh, I finished some blocks I'm doing blankets for my nieces and nephews for Christmas, and I did a granny style, it's in rectangles, granny style blanket. I'm not going to post a picture of that because it's not close. I finished the blocks for it, but it's just a bunch of blocks and it won't look good. I might share those later. I finished the box. I'm going to put them together pretty soon. And then I organized my stickers, which made me extremely happy. Because doing this, I want to just be able to go find the stickers I want. And I don't know if you noticed, like, I got some of these little funny ones. It says, excellent, you're a big deal. Is there another one? Nope, there's another. But they're little food ones, and some of them had funny things. Oh, this little cat is he's doing high fives. And then this was cut off of another sticker that was like a advertising, like cut off the hands for high fives. Easter, I don't know why I've got gnome Easter stickers and I didn't use them. Anyway, that's fine. So, that was my April, and I think it just felt like a happier month than March did. Now for May. I don't think I posted the prompts on the YouTube page, but I don't think they posted to the Facebook group or the Instagram page. So it's very important you subscribe to my channel if you're following along with the Positive Energy Journals, because I apparently don't remember to post the prompts everywhere. So anyway, we'll put up the prompts. So May's prompts are, the theme is to grow. Really focus on what you want to grow. It could be maybe your garden, plants, a love for something. Maybe you want to grow your YouTube channel. Maybe you want to grow your bank account. Maybe you want to grow your family, having a baby, something like that. Maybe your spiritual practice. I'm going to focus on health. Like I said before, there was a lot of doctor's appointments in April, and I want to really focus on getting rid of so many. It just feels like it's getting worse to me and just more heavy. And so I really want to focus on my overall health, and that could be physical, mental, all that. So to go, okay, well, let's go over so the theme is grow. The doodle is grass blades. Now you'll notice in my April, I didn't do the doodle, the ribbons and confetti. I just didn't feel like the doodle last month, and I don't know why, because that's usually one of my favorite parts. I just wasn't feeling doodly. But the doodle for this month is grass blades, and of course we'll do a message, what's in my pocket, magic, go outside and say what you saw, smell, feel, hear, all that, your gratitude and your memories, and then list what do you want to grow, and then what do you need to grow. So right here we've got a few of the basic needs for a plant to grow. And for light, what gives you energy? For water and nutrients, what gives you strength? For the soil, what is your foundation? And then anything else. You get the point. Kind of, we're focusing on like what a plant needs to grow, and then associating that with how that relates to you. I might do it down here. I've got a really good idea, but I may need more space, so I may have to use, I don't know, I haven't decided. I'm still working through that. So that's going to be our stuff for me. If you've got any suggestions or want to tell me something, how you do something in your Positive Energy Journal, let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to do kind of a revamp sometime this summer, kind of like midpoint, and because there's some things I do want to change. You know, I've already taken out the moon stuff and kind of included that in my magic. So this is just a change how you want, and you can change it however you want, do whatever you want. I love seeing people add it to their journals and hearing how it's helped and what you're doing and all that. So that's it for this episode. I'm sending you lots of positive energy, and I will see you next time.